Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. It's the Que-stead show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a quick episode of Que-stead-Que. Y'all, today we have a mail call. Easy Street from Jen. Check out her channel. What is it called? Easy Street with Jen. Check out her channel, you guys. She does some of everything. Well, first and foremost, she's an avid gardener. I say homesteader because if you see that property, you will know why. And she has many fruit trees, the pawpaws, the figs, the berries, you name it. She has deer, so she's dealing with the critters too, just like us. And let's see, what else? She's planting some of everything. Okay, so she sent me a package on today after she did a video, and she showed that she had this package opener, and I was like, I need that in my life. Next thing I knew, she told me that something was in the mail, and she said she was sending one, and she told me, she asked me, what color do you want? I said, surprise me. Now, Jen, if I were going to pick a color, I would have picked the green. So let's see if you know me. But whatever color it is, I don't care. I'm just happy that it's here, and we're going to open it. So, Renee, I'm going to borrow your song again because the words to my new mail call song is buried in all this junk here under my table. So, and I don't feel like trying to find it. So, if you don't mind, one more time. It's mail call, it's mail call. Look what I got in the mail today. It's mail call, it's mail call. I'm so happy today. And Renee, you did a mail call today too. I saw your video and I'll be responding to it shortly because you mentioned me in it. So I'll be getting with you momentarily. But let's see what's in this mail call. Well, you know what's in it, but let's see. Let's look at it. Okay. I won't be having to use the scissors anymore, that's for sure. Okay, let's pull her out of here. And here he is. We gotta give it a name. Wait, let me put on my magoos. Y'all know what the magoos are. The glasses, because I can't see a darn thing without them. I'm putting them right down here because y'all know how I look when I put them on my eyes. I cannot. December cannot get here soon enough. This is the first time I've ever looked forward to December because that's when I will be able to get my prescription readers. I'm gonna go with what I normally wear. You know, I like the smaller wire frames or the smaller frames, like what y'all saw when I was wearing glasses in general. That's the type of frame that I like. This Magoo mess, now I'll still look like this, but at least the glasses will be smaller, okay? That will help, and I'll be able to see better. These over-the-counter things, and these came from, what's the name of that store? Lens Crafters. These are supposed to be some of the better ones, although my doctor told me to go to Warby Parker. But those glasses start at about $200. Nope, I can wait until it's time for my it's time for me to get the prescription. So, hey. But anyway, or time for me to do the eye doctor. So, for now, I'm dealing with this. But these do not stay clean. I've cleaned them with Dawn. I've done everything. And they just smear right back up. It's like I should buy some Coke. Have you ever had your windshield, like, unless you throw Coke on the windshield to eat through the acid and all that stuff, it still looks smeary and dirty even after you cleaned it with the windshield washer fluid? That's what these glasses do. And Coke is the only thing. Coke or either vinegar will cut that. And I guess that's what I need to do. I'm going to buy some Coke to pour over these glasses to at least get me to December. Okay, well, here we go. It says patented wide roller pattern, 1 inch wide, 160 feet long, approximately. It says offers peace of mind knowing your recycled documents are safe from identity thieves. but it says guard your ID. Okay, so actually it's made to, you could block out addresses, but wait, this is it. Oh, and I like the color, Jen. I really do. Wait a minute, Jen. How did this work? Okay, wait, hold it. Okay, here's the roller. So this is what you can block the address with. And let's test it out. We could test it out right on this, since my address is here. Hold on. Okay, I'm testing it, and then I'll show it to you. Oh my God, look at there. And Jen did tell me that the roller can be replaced if, you know, it dries out or whatever. So I will probably order some more of them just to have them in my stash. And then this is the letter opener part right here. Oh, it's taped down. But what it is, and I should have been reading the directions, but that's okay. Okay, you have this little click thing right here. But what this is, see it? I'm going to be very careful. And I'm just going to do a little bit. Okay, this will open a package, okay? Believe me, it will cut through the tape and everything else, whatever you have that needs to be cut through. And then this thing right here releases it. I'm being careful because I don't want to cut myself. Okay, hold on. And the reason why I know this is because I saw Jen demonstrate it online. Oh, and it goes down easily. And then you let it go, and now it is locked back into place. So this will open up packages. Okay, I got it back in place, and I'm gonna put the tape right back over it because I won't be using it until I get my next package, and I'll actually be getting a couple of packages any day now, actually. So we will use this. You will see it again. Okay, so here we go. Thank you so much, Jen. And once again, don't forget to check out her channel, Easy Street with Jen. If you want to see some good restaurants, I be getting hungry every time she come on with the restaurant video because she likes to rate restaurants. And Jen was here in, was it June? Yeah, Jen was here in June. During her 50-state tour, they stopped in Michigan, and she went to Canada, which is out of the country, actually. But she was close to me, and so Jen was able to come. I was in the hospital, as you all know, but I got discharged that day. So she and her husband, wonderful husband, Chris, came up to the hospital, and I was like, well, they just paroled me. So they followed me home. She brought lunch from the Rusty Bucket, and we ate, and they came over here, and they visited a while before heading off to, I think they were heading to Wisconsin from here that day. And so they were right by the highway and everything else. So it worked out really good. But I was so messed up from the steroids. Let me take these magoos off. I was so messed up from the steroids that I felt bad because I couldn't visit. You know what I'm saying? I was just still reeling from that. But I was still very happy that they came to visit. And when they come back to Michigan, I know they'll be coming again. And this time we'll be going to Pelly's. We'll be going to Value World because I had all these plans of where I was going to take her once she got here and everything. And everything just kind of, it went downhill. But we made the best of it. I'm sitting up under my light today because of the rain. I guess you've seen that video because I just posted it up. And before I get off of here real quick, look what I have. Supplemental zucchini. I'm getting ready to get this cut up into zucchini fries, you guys. I want a winter stock of zucchini fries. Those things, if you haven't ever had them, they are delicious. My cousin told me about them probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and I thought, whatever, do you? Because she was telling me how good they are, and I never tried them. This year, my sister happened to mention zucchini fries, and when I got that one zucchini, I was like, let me do this. So, because I was cooking fish that night, and so I just cut the zucchini up, because it was small, into fries, like French fries, because I didn't want any potatoes. When I say them things were good, oh my God. So I said, this is what I have to have. So I have a Ziploc now that has some zucchini fries in it. So I bought these 3, and I will supplement. I want to fill up at least 2 to 3 Ziploc bags. So this Saturday, when I hit the farmer's market, believe me, I will be coming home with zucchini also, just to cut up and make into zucchini fries to get my last bag. And that should last me through the winter, because all I have to do, just like with the green beans, grab a handful, throw them in. That's all I need. Second thing, here's my cake. I bought a box cake, you guys, because I need to do one more experimental scientific test with the vanilla. I haven't cooked with the Kirk and Sweeney vanilla ever. The only homemade vanilla that I have cooked with thus far is that Bacardi, which is now gone. I gave most of that away. I split it with my sister, and then I gave a bottle to my barter buddy, and I gave a bottle to another friend of mine, and that was the end of that batch. That batch would have been 2 years, because that was the first one I made. But that's gone. So we have the 19-month now, Kirk and Sweeney, the 24-year. That's what I'm going to use in this cake, because that's my oldest vanilla. And then we have the 12-year, the 12-year Kirk and Sweeney, which is only 7 months old now. That vanilla is ready because that won the taste test, remember? And then we have the spiced rum Bacardi. Now, I am going to try something with that spiced rum Bacardi. I want to see how it will taste, because it tasted good with my cakes. In fact, I was making a cake every week last year with that regular Bacardi rum. I added like a teaspoon, either a teaspoon or a half teaspoon, to my box cake batter, and I added like 1/8 of a teaspoon to my homemade frosting. Everybody just raved. Sherry and Chantel raved over the cake. I loved the cake. JD came over here. He loved the cake. And then we were getting ready to go fishing again. And he was like, "You making one of those cakes?" So I had to make another cake because he absolutely loved it. And I let him take most of it home, okay? So this is my first cake in a year. I haven't made a cake since then because of, me getting fatter and fatter. And, Christmas came along, so that was Christmas crack season. So this year, I'll make a batch of Christmas crack with that Bacardi spiced rum vanilla. And then whatever other, I'll probably make chocolate chip cookies or something. Whatever I make, then I will use that. It's 7 months now, but by then it'll be 11 months, because that vanilla was made on the 3rd of January. That and the spiced rum were both made on that same day, the 3rd of January of this year. So those will be pretty much a year old by then. We'll just call it a year. But for now, we're going to try the 19-month. And this is in January. The 19-month vanilla will be 2 years old. And so I'm going to try it one time, just a teaspoon of it, just to see how it's going to work with a cake and the icing. And I promise not to get back in it during the holiday season, because that's going to be sitting for another 2 years, but it's about to be at the halfway mark. So if it tastes good at the halfway mark, it's going to be wonderful once it gets to the finish line at 4 years. But the other Kirk and Sweeney, and I am going to order the vanilla, not this week, but I'll be doing that on the 3rd. And I'm going to order some vanilla. And then I'm going back to the liquor store, and I decided, instead of making another quart of the Kirk and Sweeney, because I think that's just overkill, because here I am, I got the quart of the 24, of the 4-year. I have a quart of what I'm going to let sit as long as I can. So I'm going to have to buy a quart of Kirk and Sweeney, but I'm only making a pint. And the rest is going to my little liquor thing, because y'all know I like that Kirk and Sweeney. So I'll just have it there for special occasions like Christmas or whatever. So, but anyway, I'm only making a pint. And in 6 months, I will begin to use that pint of Kirk and Sweeney, of the new one that I'm about to make. So by next June, I'll be able to start using it, because I know it will be ready by next June. And then that way, that pint will be in my stash, and then the Kirk and Sweeney that's ready now that I like will be sitting in my in the cabinet along with that 4-year. So I'm gonna let that sit until that pint runs out. So I should probably get 2 years out of it. But I don't need another quart. I'm just using a pint because I'm not giving any away. Sherry won't even get any of that, unless she chip in. And I've asked her before to chip in, and she has not. That's why she gets very little. I give her some. Don't get me wrong. I do give her some because she helps with the garden. But she refuses to chip in on the vanilla. So she's gotten her vanilla. She'll get a little bit of the Kirk and Sweeney in a smaller bottle, and then she's done. The rest is mine. Okay, so let me get off of here. I've done dishes. Oh, I'm getting ready to, I'm going to eat lunch, a late lunch that is, and then I'm going to get these zucchini cut. I should make this cake now. This would be the perfect day for a cake, but I'm going to just wait till the weekend for this while I'm doing peppers and all that stuff, because this is going to be a busy weekend, because those Italian nails, I'll be checking on Thursday to see if those have come in, and if they have, because on my way from the doctor, I'll go in that direction to pass Pelly's. So if those Italian nails are in on Thursday, Que-stead-Que will be grabbing as many as I can on Thursday, and I can start those up. And then banana peppers too, because I'm gonna get the rest of my banana peppers at the farmer's market because I can use that EBT. Why keep spending money? But I know I have to, they sell Italian nails at the farmer's market. They did last year, but they cost so much. They were wanting, I think they wanted like $4 or $5 a pepper, and the peppers weren't even as big. I think it was 2 for $5. And the peppers weren't even as big as the ones from Pelly's. Those were humongous. And then on top of that, they weren't as big. They wanted too much. And Pelly's, it was 3 peppers for $2. And I got some huge peppers. And I didn't have to use too many. Now, I've been using a lot of the banana peppers because although they're big, they're still skinnier. But this will be my last batch, the one that I buy this Saturday. I'm going to buy $20 worth of peppers again. I probably don't even need that much. But whatever extra I get, I can put it in a half-pint jar. And I'll just use the extra and save the quart. But what was I going to say? But as far as the Italian nail, I still have some of that pepper powder left. It's a pint, and I'm going to try to get a quart. I think I didn't buy no more than maybe 10 peppers last year. I didn't have to buy that many. And so this year I'll buy 20 from Pelly's, and that should be enough to add with what I have left of the pint that I had, and I should get a quart or close to it. That's all I need. So, and then I will be done with peppers for the season. So I hope to wrap that mess up this weekend into early next week. And then I can concentrate on harvesting and, getting more. I'm going to do probably more zucchini. And I'm thinking about doing, if I can find and I've seen the Little Fingers eggplants. I saw that at Pelly's. And then I have my own. So I think I'm going to supplement with those. I have green beans. I have enough of those. And then I have a lot of green beans coming. So basically that's it. That's it. And I may grab a few more cucumbers simply because I'm waiting on my cucumbers. And with this weather changing, they may or may not take off. The rain will hopefully get them going. And if we get some warm weather again, they could go on and produce for me. But there's no guarantees that I'll get any more cucumbers this year. So I can freeze some cucumbers, cut them up in cubes and freeze them, and have that for salads in the winter. And of course, I grow arugula right here in the house, so I'll continue that. And I can do lettuce too right here in the house. So those are 2 things I can continue to grow, and then just freeze the cucumbers, and at least I can make salads during the winter that I can say came fresh from the garden. I love the earth taste, okay? All right, I'm rambling, so I'm going to get off of here, you guys, and I will talk to you later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.